2013 Projectiles question 3a. A particle is projected from a point on horizontal ground with initial speed u meters per second. The angle it's projected at is alpha to the horizontal, and we are told that the max height up here is 4 over 4 root 3. And we're asked to show that the range is 2u squared sine alpha cos alpha over g. So to get the range, we need the displacement in the y direction at this point is going to be equal to 0, which is your ut plus a half at squared. So no acceleration in the I direction when there's no incline. So our initial velocity vector u cos alpha I plus u sine alpha j is going to give me u sine alpha by t minus g over 2 by t squared, and that would have to be equal to 0 to get my time at this point here. So factor out your t to get u sine alpha minus gt over 2 equal to 0. So my initial t is equal to 0, and this one u sine alpha minus gt over 2 would have to be equal to 0, so u sine alpha is equal to gt over 2. So 2u sine alpha divided by g is the length of time it takes to get to here. So the displacement in the I direction is ut plus a half at squared, but we've no acceleration, so it's just u, which is u cos alpha, by t, which is 2u sine alpha over g. And we tidy that up, that's 2u squared sine alpha cos alpha all divided by g, which you can see is what they were looking for to show the range is equal to. Part 2, we're asked to find the value of alpha. So we have information about the max height, and we know at this point it momentarily stops. So the velocity in the j direction is momentarily 0. So we also have the max height. So that will be the distance traveled in the j direction. So we'll use our equation v squared is equal to u squared plus 2as. And we're going to finish it. We're going to fill in our information. So v is equal to 0, u is equal to u sine alpha, a is equal to minus g, and the height is r, s, the distance it travels is r over 4 root 3. We can call this the height. So 0 is equal to u to be squared, which is u squared sine squared alpha minus 2g times h. We leave it at h for a minute, and then we'll equate it to r over root 3 when we simplify it down. So we're going to get 2gh is equal to u squared sine squared alpha. So h is equal to u squared sine squared alpha over 2g, and that's what's equal to r over 4 root 3. So the range, this r here, if we divide that by 4 root 3 to 4 root 3 will go here. So we can equate these two things. U squared sine squared alpha over 2g is equal to 2u squared sine alpha cos alpha over 4 root 3g. Okay, I can divide by u squared to begin with. I can multiply by g. And then just let me cross multiply here. We can see the 2 here and the 2 here will end up cancelling with the 4, but let's just simplify it down to say sine squared alpha by 4 root 3g. So 4 root 3g sine squared alpha is equal to 2 by 2, which is 4 sine alpha cos alpha. So I can divide across by 4 sine alpha. So I'm going to get root 3 sine alpha is equal to, divided by 4 sine alpha, so this will turn into 1, so that's equal to cos alpha. So sine alpha over cos alpha, that's an alpha, is equal to 1 over root 3. Tan alpha is equal to 1 over root 3. So that would leave alpha being 30 degrees.